Before we move on to the Python basics, why Python? Why now? Okay, Python is the world's most in-demanding programming language and powering the AI, data science, automation, and modern web applications. The question is, isn't should I learn Python now? So how long can I afford to wait before I do? So before moving on to these topics, those who can start today will be building the tools of tomorrow. Okay, those who delay risk being left behind. So let's make sure you are in the first group and starting with the basics of Python. Let's move on to the terminal or PyCharm. You can practice with the variables, data types, and strings first. Move to PyCharm. So PyCharm, before we move on to the variables and data types, we need to know the certain rules for using the variables. So what are that rules? Rule number 1. So no keyword should be taken as a keyword. I mean no variable should be taken as a keyword. No variable should be taken as a keyword. Okay. We will not be using any keyword as a variable name. So I will show you the keywords which are reserved words in Python so that you will not be using it for the variables. This is my terminal. So import keyword sk. Do not worry about the import keyword sk now. So since it is new for you, I will tell you later. So k.kw list, it will list the these are the reserved words in Python. So how many are there? So what are all available in their keywords list? You will not be taken as a variable name. So once you can know this, so you will not be you will understand clearly that no variable should be taken as a keyword. Then the step number 2. So rule number 2, variable name is a combination of alphabets, digits, and special symbols underscore. Okay, suppose variable name should start or should be combination of alphabets, numbers. Okay, sorry if there are any typos. You can numbers, digits, or numbers or digits, anything is fine, and special symbols, that is underscore. Okay, variable name should be a combination of. Okay, then rule number 3. So what is that rule number 3? So within the variable name, no special symbols are allowed except underscore. Within variable name, no special symbols are allowed. That means except underscore. Okay, this is the rule number 3. Rule number 4, variable name. So no keyword should be taken as a variable name, that was already given. And a variable name must, the first letter of the variable name start with first letter of variable name start with either alphabet or underscore. Alphabet or underscore. So all the variables in Python are case sensitive. Number 5, are case sensitive in Python. Okay, these are the rules you need to follow. Okay, number 1, no variable should be taken as a keyword, and variable should be a combination of alphabets or numbers or underscore. Okay, within variable, no special symbols. First letter of variable should start with either alphabet or underscore, and case sensitive. Now we'll try to define the variables. So what are those variables, so step 1, we are going with the variables one by one. Please guys, now you can keep in mind this. So variable, so suppose I have a simple def variable called a. I want to define this 12. In other programming languages, in Java, C, C++, we need to define the data type before declaring any variable or assigning the value to that variable. But here in Python there is no data type is not required. We can simply type age equal to 12 suppose, and I have something called age is equal to 23. Okay, and name is equal to Chandra. So here I am not using any data type specification, so I am directly printing it. So now try to print this a. Okay, print of age, print of name. So no variables should be taken as a data type. So okay, you can directly hit this. This is what the Python. Now we can go with suppose you can, I will give you the clarity data types, variables, comma, okay, variables, data types, and strings. Now we will decide it. So consider the same thing, age is equal to 25, which defines the integer data. Okay, and name is equal to Chandra, which defines the string. Okay, this is the string type. Sequence of characters, integer, it will allow only the numbers. And float type you can take, suppose the height I have something called 5.9. this is my height. This is the float data type. And if what we miss now, boolean. Okay, okay, if is programmer, we can say I'm directly giving is programmer is true, boolean type. So bool type. So variables we have seen, and data types we have seen, that's integer, float, string, bool, and strings also we have seen. This sequence of characters, everything we have seen in one program. So now this is the simple example which I have seen now. And if you want a strings more specific, you can use some greetings and all. Message equal to, I can say message equal to, I can say name plus, can give the space, and one more you can say. So I'm just directly concatenating with that okay, name, and you can define one more, or you can use hello Chandra Python. Okay, I'm just giving it some code. And now try to print. What is this error message? Okay, this is typo, it's not an S, it's nothing else. Okay, now I'm printing this message. You will get the value, see, Chandra Python. So I'm concatenating the name with message. Okay, so I'm giving the name, variable name, plus then Chandra, I'm giving the space here, so that as it is printing this. This is what the concatenation will work in Python. Now string methods, we can see some of the string methods. Okay, suppose I have a name called name is equal to Chandra. So this is all upper, lowercase we have defined it. Right now we need to print this with name dot upper. See, it will directly print it. You can see this, we are printing it in the uppercase letter. So we can see some more method, print of length of object. We are passing it as a, what is the length of Chandra's name? 7. Then 0 to 6, that is 7 letters. Okay, then we can consider one more method. So print name dot strip, l strip or a strip. Okay, a strip in the sense we need to remove the white spaces between the left hand side and right hand side, or strip means it will remove the spaces. Okay, we can use that strip method. Let's try to use it. Chandra, there is no errors. Now instead of that we can go with the uppercase letter message. Print message dot strip. So in message what we have seen here, name plus python uppercase letters is there. Okay, in between we have them spaces. Okay, that will be removed here. See, a strip, we can say l strip, and you can completely remove that left and right strip. So because we are given this space here, so it is removing. Now we can see this Chandra. So as it is, this is what the methods we will see in separate class. I will explain all the string methods. So right now we are going with the data types and all. So are you clear now? The variables, data types and strings. Now we will move on to the list, tuple, and the second step, list, tuple, dictionary and set. This we will see now. So I have a list called a list is equal to, okay, 1 2 3 4. Okay, this is the list. Okay, now I will print the list of lst. I am printing the list. What are the elements which I have right now? Suppose list elements are immutable, so that means even if it is assigned, the value can be changed, and the modified value can be placed at the new address, and that is the list. So I want to append that list element. Append method, what it will do here, so it will append the element at the end of the list. Okay, at the end of the list I have a 5. Okay, it will append the list. Now I can print this list. So earlier what we have seen, this 1 to 4 I have. Right now I have added one more element called 5 integer value, so that will be added at the end of the list. We will try. You can see this is the list elements. Now we will move on to the list tuple. Okay, tuple we can say tpl is equal to braces. So I want to have the tuples. So list element should be whatever the order we are passing, the same order will execute, and even if you try to append the elements, it will append, I mean it will add it at the end of the list. In case of tuple, so the same order will be maintained, and tuple will be immutable, and because once it is assigned we will not be change that value. Okay, tuple, I have a list of 1 2 3 4. So this is the tuple, and I want to print this tuple elements. Print tpl comma id of tpl. Okay, so I'm taking the id for your reference to show you. So this is my id, and this is the tuple elements. Okay, suppose I want to append, there is no append method in tuple, so we cannot be append. And once it is assigned, suppose I want to append, assign some value to this 0 is equal to, you will get the error, tuple of 0 is equal to 2. So tpl, not ptl, tpl of 0 is equal to 2. So you will get the error message. So syntax error, cannot assign the function call here, maybe you made equal to instead of. Okay, okay, dot append of 3. Okay, anything is fine. So now you will see this, a tuple object is not callable, and you will not be assigned a value. Okay, that is the main disadvantage. If you are fixed, I mean if data, no change in the data, so you can use tuple. If there are any changes in the data, you can use list. But tuple is faster because it is not modifiable and memory efficient, and list is not memory efficient because we are keep on changing the list and appending the elements to that list. And Okay, then dictionary, we will go with the dictionary now. So dictionary, in the sense, we need to keep the value pairs, I mean key value pairs, and key and value we need to pay. Okay, suppose I have a student stu. Okay, now I can go with you can take it as anything. So I have name of the student. So name of the student. Okay, what is this? Wait a second. Name of the student. Okay, alice. Alice Bandhan. Okay, anything is fine. Name, and I am giving the age equal to. So this is the key value pair format. So you need to keep this key value pair format only. Age is equal to 25. Okay, because it is an integer, so not required. Bandhan, anything that we don't require that now. So this is the simple element which I have the only single key value pair, and we can say one more you want, you can use the grade, age, grade, you can use the grade a. Okay, so this is my dictionary. I want to print this dictionary stu. Now try to print this dictionary. So name, age, and grade. Okay, now what we will do, so I want to get the name only, the student name. For that you need to use stu of name of that student, will get the name. A similar way you can use other fields as well, and print name, age. See, this way, this is the key value pair format, and even you use that print stu of what is this, grade. You can use the grade as well. So likewise you have to perform the data manipulation with the objects like list, tuple, dict. So now we will see that set. What is the set use? So it will not be allowed the duplication of elements, and it will be order will not guarantee. So these are the two key terms which should use the set. So I'll go for the set now. So I can have the numbers. Okay, because numbers, why I'm taken, if there are any duplicates you will understand what those are and why. So I have 1 2 again 2 3 4 again 4 then 5. This is the set elements. Okay, now I will print these elements numbers. Okay, print these numbers now. You see 1 2 3 4 5. What are the duplicates here? 2 duplicate, 4 duplicates. It is not allowing to get the values into the console. Okay, that is the use of set. And even I have given you the simple example explanation how we can eliminate the duplicates with this clear short video. You can go through my channel Code with Chandra, so you will get their complete idea. This is the simple example, and one more example I will take. Instead of numbers I can use str is equal to name. Here name is 1. Okay, and one more thing, Chandra. Sorry, and again I can use the name. So now we will try to print this str. Okay, print of str. See, where is that name duplication? One name should be removed. I mean it is removed from that set element, and it has given the result to the console. Okay, this is what the real use case for the set. Now conclude that. So list, it is mutable, and once it is created we can assign the value. The order will the whatever the order we are passing, the same order will execute. Tuple, suppose tuple is immutable. Once it is created we will not be assigned a value, and dictionary key value fair format, and it will take it as a, and we will get the values and each one of the element, key with the value by passing the keys, and we will get the values. Then numbers for the set. It will not allow the duplicates and order will not guarantee. Now we will go for the loops. Simple loops, I will explain it. So loops, if else, loops and conditionals. Okay, in a single statement I will explain loops and conditionals. So if else loop I will show you. Suppose I have age equal to 23. Okay, I'm giving it as a age equal to 23 if age greater than 23. Okay, if age greater than 23, print will not be allowed to watch movies. Okay, this is the simple restriction. And if the age is else, print allowed to watch movie. Okay, now you try to print this because semicolon we missed. Okay, so allowed to watch movie, because if age is equal to is there, greater than is there. Okay, so allowed to watch movie, because it is allowed to watch movie, since it is equal to, we are not passing it as a equal, but instead of that we can use 18. You will get to know. Now the 18 age greater than equal to 18, I'm passing it. Now you can check what it will give. Will not be allowed to watch movies because it is age greater than equal to 18, and we are giving it as a 18. The simple if condition. Now we will go for the for loop. For I comma v in enumerate of, we'll explain it later on what is its enumeration, and a range of 6. So I want to print the values from 1 to 6. So for that we are giving is a for loop. Enumeration is one kind of functionality in Python. So you will get the value come index. Print I comma v. So you will get the list of elements with the value come index. So here you can see 0. Index will start from 0, so you will get the values 0, then 0th element and one index element. Likewise you can get the range of values. This is the simple for loop. Count equal to, okay, this is for while loop. Count equal to 0. Okay, while count less than 3. So I'm giving if it is a count less than 3, so I want to print count is count. Okay, so if it is less than 3, we need to use that counting the values, keep on counting the values, and then count plus equal to 1. So that means what, count is equal to count plus 1. Instead of what, count plus is equal to 1, it will count the values. See, 0 1 2, count is 0, count is 1, count is 2. Keep on counting. Suppose if you increase one number or two numbers, it will keep on giving the loop. If the until condition is true, it will be keep on going. Okay, so this is the simple loopings, and we have given this conditionals and loopings, if else condition, for loop and while loop, all are explained. Now next move on to the functions and scopes. Sorry, I'm defining, I'm directly getting is functions and scopes. Okay, in function we know the reusability, the main functionality of functions is reusability for later purpose. Okay, I am just given in the definition of the function. Define in the sense we need to define the function. That is simple in Python. So I want to create function name. So this is the simple function name which I have right now, and I want to return hello plus you can give the name of that function name. Okay, now this is the definition of the function. We are not even using it now, so in the print statement we will use it, greet of Chandra. Okay, keep captain. So what it will do here, when we call the function name here, it will going back to the function, and with the name, what is the name here, name we are passing it as a parameter, so it will consider with Chandra within that parameter. Hello plus name in the sense Chandra will give hello Chandra, it will print. You will see this exactly. So hello Chandra. Okay, this is what exactly the functionality. So the next, what is the scope of that functional, local or global? We can see that suppose if it x is equal to 10, this is the global functionality since it is not inside the function block. And suppose if it is inside the function block, define my function underscore function. So now we can this is my function. Here I can define my x is equal to 5. So what is this here? This is local one, local to function. Okay, this is global to function. Simple. Okay, now local and global. So we can see now what is this local and global. Now print inside function, I can say inside function comma x. Okay, now we can print outside function with the calling my function. Now print outside function okay x. Now we will see the values, what will take inside and what will take outside. So inside the function it is having 5, it is printed, and outside the function it is having 10, it is printed. So that is a global to the program, and this is local to the function. Only within the function we can call it. Suppose if you make it as a function call outside the, it will not be considering, and it will only allow to that local to that function. So now we will move on to the object oriented programming. Oops. So oops, I have a class person. Okay, now I'm defining init. Okay, init self, that is a default, and we need to use one more name called name comma age. Okay, this is my function name. So we can use, this is the constructor actually inside the class. In Java we are defining the construction inside the class. By default it will execute. Instead of that we are using a definition init in Python. In a case of constructor we will use the default class name. Okay, without any parameters. Self dot okay, self dot name, self dot name is equal to name, then self dot age is equal to array. Okay, self dot age dot equal to age. Now we can greet that one more definition function, that is greet function. Okay, greeting the function self array. This is one more function. This is the method actually. This is my greeting, anything is fine, greeting. Okay, now we can use this print So here I am using the formatter. So formatter, why we use formatter, we will get to know later. Hello, my name is Chandra, or else you can use my name is self dot name. Instead of that, we can using the self dot name, and I am self dot age, years old. Okay, if we are missing anything, you can find it. Remove this hello here. Okay, now this is fine. Okay, now try to execute this one. Syntax error and unterminated string literal, line 91. Okay, okay, we see that. Unterminated string literal, this is fine. This one, yeah, see, this is absolutely fine. Why it is executing and we are not passing it as any name. Now we will create the object. Okay, person p1 is equal to, this is, since it is object, we need to create the object for that. Person, are passing it as a Chandra, comma age is, suppose I have 25, age was 25. Now we can call it is, what is this, capital P, we are missing something. Okay, 25. Now we can greet that function. When we call that function greeting, okay, what is this, it is not recognizing, greeting of p1 dot greeting. Why it is coming? Okay, let's try. Person object has no attribute greeting. Greet. Okay, okay, now this one also fine. P1. Okay, array, why it is not coming? So we are missing anything? No, right? We are creating the object and we are passing name, age. Okay, P1 is equal to, array, one second, person. Okay, this is not required in Python. Why it is coming? It is not recognizing actually. Okay, sorry, there is a mismatch. P1 dot, it's not coming. Okay, s1 I can say. Okay, s1 dot get attribute self common name. Okay, instead of that it is giving a get attribute self common name. No, this is not correct. s1 dot age, it is not accepting. Actually this needs to be called, so let's try this one more time. There is some issue. Any other function called greet? Okay, greet, it is meeting here, greeting of name, greeting. So maybe there is a mismatch in the definition call greet, so it is getting. Okay, let's move this, and we will try to wind up this because it is not getting called actually. Self common name we are passing because we are using the self only, right? Now try to execute this station. Okay, that is absolutely fine. We are not getting any value, so we will need to keep this print s1 dot s1 dot age. Okay, because we are making it as a, we are making the function call instead of s1 dot name. So you got this. We can directly use this age name instead of function call. Okay, that is the class and object. So we are happy with this class and object. So we have completed till what? So global functions and scopes and class and object, that is oops concept also we completed, and we will see the file, the last one in step 1. So file operations, file operations and virtual environments. So with open example.txt, I'm writing, this is only for the read only mode I am opening. So write or read only mode, you can use this as false. File dot write off. So hello comma python. Okay, you can give some plan. This is fine now. The syntactical errors, that you unresolved error file. Okay, false. So that means we need to import statements as syntactical errors, we cannot resolve it. File dot write. So we need to import the files. File input. No, not this one. Resolved error 1. Why it is coming as we need to use file write. File dot write. Okay, so wait for a second. Okay, now we can see this. Here we need to use the file man. Okay, now this one is okay. Now one more we will say with open example.txt. Same one we can use, utilize the same one. Comma, write mode and read mode we are passing as file dot read of, that means content. We need to use the content before that. Content is equal to file dot read. Okay, now we can print the content. Print of, not this one. That's all for now, and we'll see the summary.